Hashem Yahushai Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone of Will and Shalom to all of the Akim teaching this word with faith and truth and sincerity. So as always, we're the real Israelites. The real Israelites, these so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, Native Americans, West Indians, West Africans predominantly. You are going to find Israelites who do look like the other nations, okay? So we're just in transit. We're on our way to do our live camp, and we're just going to do a bit of speaking in the spirit, because we were just talking and we just thought we'd throw the video on and do it live. So the subject of this one is going to be how Esau, how he's a base man and very impatient man, you know, because there's different characteristics to each of these nations. The Most High created different characteristics for all the nations, and one of the key differences between Jacob and Esau is the fact that we as Israelites, we were built to suffer. You know, we were built to endure hardness. As a good soldier, as it says in it's the 2 Timothy, endure a good soldier. But the thing is, these Edomites, they were never made to endure hardness. Like, if you look at their characteristics, they always want to take the shortest route to a solution, and it's irrespective of the fact whether that route is actually prosperous or not. So we're going to start with Genesis 25, because this is Esau's characteristic, right? So it says, this is Genesis 25 and start at verse 28. And Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison, but Rebekah loved Jacob. Jacob sowed pottage, and Esau came in from the field and was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom. See, Esau wasn't prepared to wait for the food to be prepared properly. He wanted to just eat now. And that's the characteristic of this man's kingdom, because everything in this kingdom is based around being fast-paced. Like, oh, you gotta get it now. You know, you go to your fast food restaurants. You know, you get your quick deliveries. Everything is just bang, 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 bang. And that's not the way life's supposed to be. His life is supposed to be measured and how do you say, not so stressed, not so intense. Because right now we're traveling through the middle of London, and it's just very intense here. You know, everybody's wound up, everybody's like just under this demonic vibration, because that's what's coming down from the top from these Edomites. You know, everything has to be done yesterday.
Yeah, the way they've made like London and the way they've positioned everything is just cramped, man.
Yeah.
You know, so you're moving space, and then you wonder why you're all like, obviously, you know, through the spirit and now, but people don't know why they're upset. They don't know why they're always angry, you know, but they're just like bubbling up in a small space, man.
It's like a pressure cooker.
Yeah.
And there's no, the only outlet these people have is on a fucking Friday night. They go out and they get completely smashed. They get drunk, they do their drugs, they do whatever, and they just completely go wild, man. I mean, I don't know, I can't really speak for other countries, but here in the UK, if you're in London on a central London on a Friday night, especially around flipping what's that place, Liverpool Street.
Yeah, it starts from Shoreditch.
Yeah.
All the way just past Hackney, Shoreditch, going all the way up Liverpool Street into main central. Crazy, man.
Oh shit, it's happened again.
It's gone again.
Damn. It's okay, I'll do it without it. We'll get it afterwards, because I can't bother to stop the video and do that. I could get it on my phone, but yeah, that's what it's like, man. And these are the same people who you'll see on a Monday morning carrying a briefcase and a suit and a tie and shit, acting all professional. But when Friday night comes, what do they call it? Happy hour?
Happy hour.
Everybody starts losing their shit, man. But anyway, going back to the characteristics of Jacob and Esau, let's get Genesis 25 again. Bear with me, I dropped down other device where I use my scriptures. So, right, so it says, and Jacob sowed pottage, and Esau came in from the field and was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom, Edom meaning red. Right? And Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright. And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die. What profit shall this birthright do to me? Now that's a defeatist attitude, man. Like, if the Most High has blessed you with something, you're not supposed to give that up just because you're fucking hungry, man. You know, what does it say? Therefore, Esau despised his birthright, and that's why the Most High despised him. Because Esau found no place of repentance, even though he sought it carefully with tears, because he despised his birthright. Anyway, it says, then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and he did eat and drink, and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised. Oh, for fuck's sake!
That's good.
It's like I get this one now. It says, therefore Esau despised his birthright.
You want me to hold it? I'll hold it.
It's like a baby. I'm just getting my phone from out the side.
So good, man.
I got it. Yeah. Yeah. I need to put it in the center of my lap from now on. So yeah, Esau despised his birthright, and that goes back to also Genesis 4, in his prior incarnation as Abel. His prior incarnation as Cain. Esau was also impatient then, because in the account it says, I'll read it, Genesis 4 and verse 3, and in the process of time it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto Yahweh, and Abel brought the firstlings of his flock and the fat thereof, and Yahweh had respect unto Abel and unto his offering, but unto Cain and his offering he had not respect, and Cain was very wroth and his countenance fell. So my point is, rather than go through the preparations needed to prepare the correct sacrifice, Cain tried to take the shortcut, the easy route. I'm just going to offer up some fruit to the Most High, even though knowing full well the Most High requires the blood of certain animals for sacrifice, not no fucking fruit of the ground. So, and also, like, if you look at the ordinance of the Passover, when you have the Passover lamb, you've got to make sure that the lamb is of a certain age, without blemish, you know, not of any broken bones and shit like that, which means that takes time. You know what I mean? You've got to inspect the lamb, make sure it's all good, and then there's a certain process towards doing the sacrifice. That takes, what do you say, an investment of time. And that's what Esau wasn't prepared to do. He's not prepared to invest the time to get the outcome he wants, but yet he still wants the outcome. And that's why we were talking about, we're living in such a fucked up society right now, because nobody's patient out here, man. And Lord willing, when the kingdom comes, we're going to go back to that ancient pace of life, you know, where everything is a lot more sincere, a lot more genuine, and less stressed and less pressurized.
Hold on, Sirach 19 and 22. So. Go on, man.
Let me know when you got that, Ariel, yeah? And also, like, for example, nobody's honest out here. Everybody's fucking insincere. Everybody's trying to get one over on the next person. Everybody's afraid that this person's going to defraud them. You know, in the ancient world, man, your word actually meant something. If you said, hey, yeah, you know, like, I'm going to do this, and you don't do it, that's your reputation, man. But out here, nobody gives a fuck about their reputation. Go ahead, bring it up, Baba Bashar.
Sirach 19:22 says, the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence.
Beautiful. Do you want to speak on that?
Yeah, because as you were saying, like Esau, he ain't got patience where it concerns investing time to righteousness, man. You know, like he was breaking it down with the sacrifice. It's not like you just all of a sudden there's an animal on the altar. You know, there's a lot that goes into it prior, before that stage, man. You know, but to Esau, he ain't got the patience for that, man. You know, but then where it concerns being wicked, he's into that though.
Yeah.
He'll take time with that. But then it says the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. Hence why, another thing we're speaking about before we put the camera on, this kingdom, as well as being vexing, it's actually stupid. It doesn't make sense. The way Esau constructs things, the way he deals with people, the way he manages situations on a whole, it doesn't make sense. Why? Because it's not wisdom, man.
That's right.
It's all based around wickedness. So the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, man. You know, so you're gonna have what are we left with? A stupid society led by stupid people with stupid outcomes, man.
Yep.
Like I watched that. I saw that post it's like it's divert of an Asherite, this Brazilian woman, 19 years old, right? And she's pregnant with twins, but they have different dads, man. Because she was clearly playing the whore. She got popped by two men probably the same day, or maybe a day or two, probably a day later, at max in between, I'd say. And that one egg got fertilized by two different men's sperm. So now she's having twins because on her half of the chromosomes it's the same, but then it's two different men's seed. So your step brothers and brothers at the same time. The twins that's in her, you know, that's crazy, man. You know, but that would be glorified. So like that would be glorified as a scientific breakthrough or a scientific anomaly, and that's wonderful.
Yeah.
But in according to our law, that madness wouldn't even have the chance to manifest.
Exactly.
Because she would have been put to death for adultery, man.
That's confusion.
That's just ultimate confusion, man. You know. But then this society will look at that as backwards, sadistic, wrong. You know, oppression of women. This, that, and the third. The list goes on, man. But again, it just shows that because Esau's not into any form of righteousness whatsoever, you just have a stupid society with stupid people
making stupid decisions
and stupid outcomes. How can you be stepbrothers and brothers at the same time? That's just wickedness, man. But that just shows you how far gone society has been allowed to go. You know.
If I may say, that's in what you said they were called.
Yeah, we're back on.
Yeah, so we were saying that even though, according to the rudiments of this world, those two twins would be cast as brothers, the law of the scriptures, they're not brothers at all. It's just confusion in that woman's room. But and look at this, you know, and look at this, you know, architecture there.
You can flip it if you want. No, turn it around again. And then bottom left, that camera thing.
Yeah, we're just driving through London at the moment. I'm going to keep the screen like this because I'm looking at the architecture.
We've got the arches, we've got the marble arches there. Well,
Yeah.
We're going to go past that.
Pillars, yeah. Pillars of the Mount Seir, what resemble Mount Seir.
And it's interesting because it's like if you put your mind, if you actually open your mind, you realise you're driving through Rome again.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you might think, oh well, you're in London in 2022, but all the architecture screams of you know, the ancient Roman Empire, just showing us as we're coming up to it. You know, even on these flipping banks and stuff, the shop windows and stuff, it's all based around that architecture. So you got the two the columns there, the pillars, and on the top of that you got them sculptures, and they're holding that torch.
And if you probably went up there, you'll probably find some Latin phrase engraved somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, in English it says, to the friendship of English speaking peoples.
But it shows they're
come on, man, this is Rome, man.
They're holding that torch. It's like what do they call that? What does it say? Them bearing the light, but it's the light of wickedness.
The light of wickedness, man. Which goes back to their Illuminati, their what do they call it? The you know.
So you know what I was thinking
bearers.
as well? Yeah. When we have them in our slave in captivity, right? They're weaker than us. We know they're weaker than us. But you know what just came to me?
What's that?
They do get things done, but you got to give them tasks to overcome, and then they can, like me, I'm going to come up with psychology, right? Because you know, when I'll read a precept, actually, let me read this precept. And Cain talked with Abel his brother, and it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him. Right? So can he get things done? Yes, he can. He can kill.
Yeah, he's good at that. He's very efficient when it comes to killing.
So, just on one little example, there's going to be a lot of things that we're going to meditate terror about. Give them tasks, like tournament. I'm going to give them a tournament. I'm just saying now, what happens when I get there could be another story. But just talking of the spirit, right?
Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle. You know, he likes his high places, man. Because when he's in these high places, he feels like, you know what, man, I will ascend up to the heavens and set my throne and be as the Most High. It's fucking ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous.
It's crazy. They got that St. Paul's over there. We just passed it. That. Here we go.
Right, so countenance fell.
Read that again, because the internet's not working, man.
Yeah.
Satan's prince of the power of the air. They be taking you off on purpose, man. You know, as we were saying again earlier on the way to the other brother's house, like, just don't think everything's coincidence. Like, not everything's coincidence, man. A lot of things are planned, strategically planned, man.
That's right.
You know, you could get frustrated. Oh, the internet's not working. Oh, my phone provider. Nah, man, they be taking your shit off, man. You know.
That's real talk, man. So what was you reading before? Back in Genesis 4, yeah? So it says, Genesis 4, verse 5, but unto Cain and his offering he had not respect, and Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell. Let me read from verse 4. Let me read that again, right? And Abel he also brought the firstlings of his flock, and the fat thereof, and Yahweh had respect unto Abel and his offering. See, because Abel done it right. He took the time to get it right. Just like when Noah was building the ark. We mentioned this last week. The Most High said, like, you're going to build the ark, it's going to be these dimensions, and you're going to build it out of this particular wood. Go for wood, right? So Noah had to he got the blueprint, and he had to use the exact specifications that the Most High had ordained. Like, Noah didn't use just any old type of wood. But if Cain had been given that commandment, Cain would be like, you know what, man, go for wood. It's a bit hard to source that. Let me just use this cheap timber over here.
Yeah.
You know, and completely going against what the Most High has said. And what did the scriptures say? Obedience is better than sacrifice. You know, and rebellion is as a sin of witchcraft.
Well,
So
that's why he's not of the chosen line. I did a video on that yesterday. Aria, hold First Chronicles chapter 1, Babukasha, and start from verse 1. All right, it gives us the lineup, man. This guy, he ain't a part of the lineup. Okay, and you linked up that.
wow.
Like, they've been doing that, man.
Bloody hell.
Crazy shit. Go on, man.
Yeah. Adam, First Chronicles 1:1. Adam, Sheth, Enosh, Canaan, Mahalalel.
Yeah.
If I pronounce that right.
Mahalalel.
Mahalalel, Jehid, Heencock, Methuselah.
Yeah.
You give me these big negative.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. It's all
Give me a
good.
challenge. It's all right. I love challenges.
Yeah.
Methuselah, Lamech, Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth.
There you go. That's it. Now, but read verse 1 again. Babukasha.
Yeah. Adam, Sheth, Enosh.
There you go. Adam, Sheth, Enoch. There's no mention of Cain, man.
Yep.
You are not a part of the lineup, bro. Because as we're getting into, you're just incapable, man. Like, the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. All your wicked, man. And the Lord is a power of wisdom, of righteousness, man. So you're not compatible, man. It's like having an iPhone, but you're trying to put an Android charger in. It's not gonna fit. The parts ain't gonna come together, man. That's how you are with the Most High, man. Where it concerns righteousness, man. You know, the lineup is there, and you go to Genesis, and it will corroborate that, man. You know, it says Adam, Sheth, Enosh, man. All right, and then you go to Genesis, it's the same thing. Notice it doesn't mention Abel, because we believe that he's Sheth coming back.
That's right.
But then it damn sure doesn't mention Cain, because you are not of the righteous seed, man. All right, if you was of the righteous seed, you would be the one sighing and crying. You know, let's pull that sigh and cry for the abomination thereof. Is that Ezekiel
9?
Ezekiel 9?
Yeah. Okay.
And therein lies the difference between our characteristics, man. All right. We you know, even when Jake get it wrong, the scriptures say that we have a zeal for the Most High, but not according to knowledge, man. You know, we actually in our minds, even with wicked Jake, we want to do right, man. But then you got Edomites, and it's like right, righteous, productive, good. That doesn't. There's a disconnect, man. It doesn't make sense in your head, because you're of the wicked, man.
One precept just comes to my mind. I'm going to roughly paraphrase it because I can't find it. I'm holding another one.
Yeah.
But it says, The earth is given over to the
To the
hands of the wicked,
Yeah.
but it's not that one. That's Job 9:24. But it goes something along the lines of the Most High reigneth in the kingdom of men, and in due time He will set over the earth one that is profitable. That's the point I want to make. So, like, I'm roughly paraphrasing the precept, but in due time He will set over it one that is profitable.
Yep.
See, Esau's not profitable on this earth. He's actually fucking everything up, and like the earth can't bring forth life in its fullness because Esau is the one fucking things up. It's like a blocked drain.
Yeah.
You know, things can't function properly. It's all backed up. You know, you need to get rid of that blockage before things can start flowing again. And that's what the Most High is going to do when He sends Yahweh Shai. He's going to remove Esau out of power and set up the Israelites. When we're changed, we're going to be all righteous, and we're going to be over the earth, and we're going to be profitable on the earth, and it's going to go back to, you know, being abundant and full of life. Because right now, all we are experiencing is various forms of death.
Yep.
You know, have you got the precept that you want me to call for, Aria?
Yeah, no, I've got no. What did he call for? I just read that one, but I've got another. I've got one.
Okay,
Yeah, this is in Psalms 58. I can start from 1. It says, "To ye indeed." Psalm 58 and 1 says, "Do ye indeed speak righteousness, O congregation? Do you judge uprightly, O ye sons of men?" Sons of men, that's the wicked, isn't it? Because we're the sons of God. You got the sons of men, and you got the sons of Satan, the devil. So we're the sons of God. So these could be the heathens, and the wicked are the sons of the devil. In heart ye work wickedness. Ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth, as you were saying. Yeah, they do all wickedness, and they turn everything left, right, every way but the right. In every other way but the right way.
Yep.
3. The wicked are estranged from the womb, they go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Last one. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent, they are like the deaf adder that stoppeth up her ear. Yeah, we could talk about the jab, right, and all these different types of jabs that they're coming out with now, but I caught on to it when I started to see people dropping, talking about 2008, and that's not long, but then again, that's still, you know, you have to be very, have a certain amount of observation to notice that around 2008, when everybody's saying, yeah, you got to get your VAC, you got to get your technician, you know, in the schools and all that, but you got some individuals that know. Because I remember years ago they used to say that thing could give you autism, and that was going around as well.
Yeah.
People saying you can suffer from autism. So certain people were aware. So back to the word there in 4, it says their poison is like the poison of a serpent. What is their sword? The sword that contains the poison. The poison is all these different types of venoms that you got to be cognizant of, man. Otherwise, your life could be very short. You can shorten your lifespan if you're not aware of that you're in a war.
Yep.
As you say, you saw people get the honorary death in that place where you used to work.
Yep.
Loads of times. And I never used to work in a hospital. I used to just pick up on things, man, very quickly. Through the power and spirit of Yahweh, I should make sure I'm thinking back. That poison is deadly. Enough said on that, man.
Bring out like one more precept, any last precepts?
I'm not holding any.
There's one that I wanted to come out.
Well, we'll hold it till you remember. Oh, Ezekiel 9.
Yeah, there you go, that's it.
Right, so this is Ezekiel 9 verse 4. It says, "And Yahweh said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that are done in the midst thereof. And unto the others he said in mine hearing, Go ye after him through the city, and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary." Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house.
You break it down.
Yeah, so right now we're in the midst of the city, sighing and crying for all the abominations that we be seeing in the midst thereof. See, we can't enjoy our lives here because we're not actually living right now. We're surrounded by the dead. You know, all, like right now we're near a park, you can see all these people walking up and down, but these people, they're in the congregation of the dead, man. And we're stuck in the valley of the shadow of death, pertaining to Psalms 23. That's why we need Yahushua to come and deliver us from this place, man. And we need to be changed too, because we're in these bodies of sin which are subject unto death, man.
Demons want to try and lure us and tempt us. Even they tried it with Yahushua, we know, and he said, "Get behind me, Satan."
Yep.
He just kept rebuking them. We used to talk about that earlier.
See, and this is the thing, man. Esau's comfortable here, man. This is Esau's pleasure playground. He loves it here. This is exactly how he wants the world to be. And if he had his way, this is how we, you know, society would be forever. But that's not the will of the Most High. The Most High gave him has appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. So he's coming up to the full measure of his time, and he's going to be taken out of power, and we're going to be put back in our rightful position as rulers on the earth under Yahushua and King David. Anybody else got anything to say?
Yeah, man. So with that, we're gonna wrap it up, man.
Yep.
All praises be to
Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Kadash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles that rule well. And we're going to go live again in a minute for the main camp, but shalom for now.
Shalom.
Yeah, shalom. How do we stop?